Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class. So till yesterday's class, till the previous class, so far whatever is there in NCERT, okay, NCERT, so it includes worked examples as well as exercise problems, right? I've done all the problems from the worked exercise and worked examples and exercise. Apart from this, additional problems are also been done, okay. And in the last class I said I will going to continue even with miscellaneous. The reason is quite simple. There are many occasions they will ask the problems from miscellaneous also, particularly from this chapter. The reason is quite simple. The number of problems are too less, okay, in worked examples and exercise. Only by studying that much you cannot become perfect. So that is the reason why the additional problems are being given to you. So I hope it will not be a problem, okay. Just practice, learn and learn, that's it, okay. And now let's continue with miscellaneous worked examples and exercise problems today. So we are going to start with miscellaneous worked example 1. They said that find the value of sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 5. So it is based on a property actually. We know what is the property is. We can cancel sine inverse of sine x and can be written as x only if x lies between closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. You can check actually minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, the value of 3 pi by 5 is not going to present in this interval. Okay, approximately if you want 180 by 5, so you can find out. So how much that's going to be? So approximately that's going to be 36. Correct? Now 36 multiplied by 3. Surely it will cross 90. Okay, so I am checking in degrees. If you are finding in radians, convert in degrees and check. That is the way. Alright. So what I should do here, reduce it below 90 or at least 90 and then eliminate it. So how to split this? This can be written as sine inverse of sine of pi minus 2 pi by 5. Let me check this. Take LCM. Okay, I told you if you are finding it difficult, go for degrees and convert in radians. Okay, go for degrees and solve it. 5 minus 2, so 3 pi. I'm going to get this right. So I'm trying to convert in terms of radians only. So sine inverse of sine of 180 minus theta. Sine of 180 minus theta will be sine theta. It lies in second quadrant. And now surely check this 2 pi by 5 value belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. I can eliminate this and simply the value is going to be 2 pi by 5 because this belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so before eliminating just check whether it belongs to the domain. Second problem. In this second problem is show that sine inverse 3 by 5 minus sine inverse 8 by 17 is equal to cos inverse 84 by 85. Now, wonderful. We have not done problems many. One problem of such kind has been done. Okay, not many problems, and now let us do it. Okay, now you have to observe carefully. The left hand side two terms are in terms of sine inverse. The right hand side is in terms of cos inverse. So what I will do here, I will see my required answer is in terms of cos inverse, right? I will take the help of cos of A. We have a minus here. I will take the help of this formula, cos of A minus B. What is the formula of cos of A minus B? Cos A, cos B plus sin A, sin B. That is the hint. Okay. Whatever is there, forget it. Okay. What is there on the right side, you concentrate on that one. So based on the right hand side, I will select the formula of cos of A minus B. I will use it later. So let me take the first term. Sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to A. Therefore, sin A is equal to 3 by 5. So what is my second term? Sin inverse 8 by 17 is equal to B, or sin B is equal to 8 by 17. I got sin A, sin B, these two. I want the value of cos A, cos B. Let's find two methods. Complete the triangle, otherwise use the identities. So from this, cos A directly can be written as root of 1 minus 9 by 25, root of 1 minus sin square theta. And here also cos B equal to root of 1 minus 64 by, now the value of 17 square. 17 square will be 279, or sorry, 289 it's going to be. Fine, right? Okay. Now let us start simplifying it further. So let's go for the LCM. So that's going to be 16 by 25, and how much this will be now? 225. Okay, so this is going to be 225 by 289. So let us take LCM and simplify. LCM is over. Now this will be 4 by 5, and this will be 15 by 17. That's okay, right? Now I got the value of cos A, cos B, and sin A, sin B. I will substitute all the things back in this formula. So cos A is going to be 4 by 5, and cos B will be 15 by 17. Fine. Plus sin A, the value of sin A is going to be 3 by 5, sin B 8 by 17. That's okay, right? Okay. Now if I multiply this, it's going to be 85, so it's going to be 60 plus 24 by 85. So further, let me just reduce this. Now on reducing this further, so it's going to be 84 by 85. Look at the value which is I needed. Now the next thing, I don't want this cos in the left, so shift to the right side. Therefore A minus B equal to cos inverse 84 by 85. Now otherwise, substitute for A and B. The last step, the value of A was sin inverse 3 by 5, and the value of B was sin inverse 8 by 17, can be written as cos inverse 84 by 85. So done by using the compound angle formula. It depends on what is the required term on the right side. No derivation was done of such kind, right? We never derived any formula of sin inverse x minus sin inverse y, or cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. Okay, what we know is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Students, let me tell you one more method. Some students will convert both of them in terms of tan inverse. So this also in terms of tan inverse, this also in terms of tan inverse. Then they will apply the formula of tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Whatever the result they get it will be in terms of tan inverse. But my required answer will be in terms of cos inverse. That tan inverse will be converted to cos inverse by using completing the triangle. That process can also be applied. Will take more time, that's all. So if you are good enough at recognizing, this is an easier one. Let's go to the next. Problem number 3. Problem number 3 is given by, show that sin inverse 12 by 13 plus cos inverse 4 by 5 plus tan inverse 63 by 16 is equal to pi. So how to solve this problem? What I will do here, first I will shift this to right side and just let us see. Sin inverse 12 by 13 plus cos inverse 4 by 5 is equal to pi minus tan inverse 63 by 16. That's fine. So let me take sine on both sides. Okay, so if I apply sine on both sides, now the left hand side will be sine of whatever is there. The right hand side is sine of pi minus tan inverse 63 by 16. I will explain one more method later on. It's in the form of sine of 180 minus theta. What is sine of 180 minus theta will be sine theta, right? So sine of tan inverse 63 by 16. That's fine. Okay. Now in the left hand side we have two terms actually. So one you can call it as A and one I can call it as B. Okay. This is one method. Otherwise the easiest method will be to convert these two in terms of tan inverse, then apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. The result will be combined with this term. That is one more process. Okay, so we can solve it in any of the form. This is also fine. So let me take this as in the form of a plus b. Right. Okay. Now the left hand side is a plus b. I don't want this sign. I will shift sign to right side. So a plus b equal to sine inverse of sine of tan inverse 63 by 16. This get eliminates. So the remaining is going to be just tan inverse 63 by 16. What is the left hand side? The left hand side is sine inverse 12 by 13 plus cos inverse 4 by 5. So I will be reducing this. So what I should do here, take these two, convert them in terms of tan inverse because my required answer is in terms of tan inverse. Okay, so let us try this. Now the first term, sine inverse 12 by 13. Okay, sine inverse 12 by 13 is equal to A. Therefore sine A will be equal to 12 by 13. On completing the triangle, this is 12, this is 13. Okay, so 169 minus 144, 25. So this will be 5. From this I want tan. So the value of tan A will be equal to 12 by 5, or A is equal to tan inverse 12 by 5. That means this term can be replaced by tan inverse 12 by 5. So what's my second term? My second term is cos inverse 4 by 5 is equal to B. Therefore cos B equal to 4 by 5. Once again complete the triangle. So on completing the triangle, this will be 4, 5. So how much that's going to be? 25 minus 16. So this will be 3. So definition of tan once again. So tan B equal to 3 by 4. Okay. Tan B equal to 3 by 4, or B equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. Right. Now the problem is being reduced. So I'm going to take this left hand side. So in the left hand side, sin inverse 12 by 13 will be replaced by tan inverse 12 by 5, and the second term will be replaced by tan inverse 3 by 4. Right. So apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is given by tan inverse 12 by 5 plus tan inverse 3 by 4 by 1 minus 12 by 5 multiplied by 3 by 4. So let's continue by taking LCM. So the LCM is going to be 20. So it's going to be how much? So 48 plus 15. Correct, right? And in the denominator, 20 minus 18. Or third, not 18, 36. It's fine. Okay, fine. Denominator will be 20. So eliminate this. So on simplifying this further, tan inverse 63 by minus 16. So the right hand side is actually minus. So I just made it. So tan inverse of minus x will be minus tan inverse 63 by 16. So that's how it should be done, students. So the best option is this. Convert in terms of tan inverse and solve. Now let me take this fourth one. An important one. Many times this is given. Okay. So what they say is simplify tan inverse a cos x minus b sin x by a b cos x plus a sin x. A similar kind of problem is being done in the worked examples. Okay. Now what I will do here, divide numerator and denominator by b cos x, a term which is present here. Why b cos x we will see later. Tan inverse a cos x by b cos x minus b sin x by b cos x. Fine. Even denominator also, b cos x by b cos x plus a sin x by b cos x. So b get cancels. Now here complete term get cancels. Here cos x get cancels. So what is the remaining? The remaining is tan inverse of a by b sin by cos. Sin by cos will be tan x by this value will be 1 plus a by b tan x. Just look at this. This I can compare with the formula of tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. That was the reason why the division was b cos x. So I can compare whatever I got it here in this form. This is actually what? This is nothing but the formula of tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So whatever I have written here, this is my x value and this is my y value. So this can be written finally as tan inverse of a by b minus tan inverse of tan x. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. You can eliminate this also and just simply write down this as tan inverse of a by b minus x. Most number of times it's been repeated in the final examination. Excuse me. So please take care of this one particular. Fine. Let's go to the next problem number 5. So in problem number 5, it is actually solve. The equation is tan inverse 2x plus tan inverse 3x equal to pi by 4. Okay. See, most number of times we will not solve problems from miscellaneous. But I suggest you let us solve it, okay, because there are chances, occasional chances are there where they will ask the problems from miscellaneous also. So let us learn the complete thing whatever is there in the NCERT book. Now later on, based on the examination, we can quit something, right? Okay. Now it's quite simple. Apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x multiplied by y is equal to pi by 4. Fine. So if I am shifting tan inverse to right side, tan pi by 4. So this will be 5x by 1 minus 6x square is equal to tan pi by 4, and tan pi by 4 will be 1. Cross multiply. So it's going to be 5x equal to 1 minus 6x square. Construct a quadratic by shifting everything to left hand side. So 6x square plus 5x minus 1 equal to 0. So I should find the factors for minus 6. So it should be 6 and minus 1, because on addition I want 6. Correct now. So on factorizing this, so this will be 6x square plus 6x minus 1 equal to 0. So write 6x common, x plus 1, fine, minus 1 common, x plus 1 equal to 0. So there are two factors, 6x minus 1 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1 by 6 or x equal to minus 1. So this is how it should be done, students. So apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, simplify, get a quadratics and get the required answer. So these are the 5 worked examples from the miscellaneous. Okay, now the next. Fine. Now let's move on to the miscellaneous exercise problems. Under this first one, we need to find the value of cos inverse cos 13 pi by 6. Students, before you apply the property, just try to recollect what is the domain of cos. The domain of cos was x should be between the closed interval 0, pi, including 0, pi. Okay, but 13 pi by 6, approximately pi by 6 means 30 degrees. Okay, so 13 pi by 6, 13 multiplied by 30, how much that's going to be now? So it's going to be 390, which is more than 180, correct, right? So let us reduce it below 180 and simplify. So 13 pi by 6, how to split? 390 can be written as 360 plus 30 in degrees. So in radians, if I wanted 2 pi plus pi by 6, check by taking LCM, you will get back 13 pi by 6. Now cos of 360 plus theta lies in first quadrant, cos is positive, so this is going to be simply pi by 6. Now I can eliminate, because pi by 6 is a value which lies in this interval, eliminate this, so the remaining value is just going to be pi by 6. So I just need to check the domain of cos and simplify. Okay, the next one is there, tan inverse tan 7 pi by 6, second problem, tan inverse tan 7 pi by 6. So once again, what is the domain of tan? X should belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So I should reduce this here, it's more than 90 only if you want to check, pi by 6 is 30. Okay, so 30 multiplied by 7, so it's going to be 210, which is more than the required range, correct now? So how to split this actually? So 7 pi by 6 can be written as 2 pi, 2 pi minus 5 pi by 6. That's okay. Check if you want it. So this is going to be 12. 12 minus 5 will be 7. Right. Sorry sir, I'm finding it difficult. No problem sir. Please go and convert this. Okay. Degrees and split it. 180 plus 30. That's also fine. Now let us go for it. Tan inverse tan. Tan of 360 minus theta. Fourth quadrant tan will be negative. So 5 pi by 6. I cannot eliminate these two because there is a negative sign. So apply the formula of tan inverse of minus x. Tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse tan 5 pi by 6. Before you eliminate, check once. Pi by 6 is 30. So 5 pi by 6, that's going to be 30 multiplied by 5. How much that's going to be? 150. Still it is more than my required range, correct now? So let me go and split once again. So 5 pi by 6. What's the way of splitting 5 pi by 6? This can be written as pi minus pi by 6. Okay. So tan of 180 minus theta lies in second quadrant, tan is negative. So minus tan inverse minus tan pi by 6. That's fine. Now apply the formula of tan inverse of minus x. Minus tan inverse x, you already have a minus, so it will become plus tan inverse tan pi by 6. Eliminate these two because pi by 6 is a value which lies in this interval. So before eliminating, just check the domain. Fine students, now look at that. The next one, problem number 3, you have to prove that 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 24 by 7. Fine. 2 tan inverse 3 by 5, we don't have any direct formula, right? Now what I will do here, I will take this tan inverse to left hand side and make it as tan of 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 and let me take it as 24 by 7. Both are same only, right? Now I have a term here. Let's consider sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to theta. Therefore sin theta equal to 3 by 5. So what happens to LHS now? LHS will become tan 2 theta. Write the formula of tan 2 theta. Okay, what is the formula? 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. That means from this I want the value of tan. Complete the triangle. So this is theta, this is 3 and this will be 5. Of course this is going to be 4. So I want the tan definition which is 3 by 4. So 2 multiplied by 3 by 4, 1 minus 9 by 16. So let us simplify. So numerator will be 3 by 2 and denominator will be 16 minus 9. So that's going to be 7 by 16. Simplify this. This goes 8 times. So 8 into 3, 24 by 7. That's my required RHS. Just looking at the problem you need to solve. Sometimes you need to alter a bit and then start. So sometimes you can start off LHS and get the RHS directly. Hope it's clear students. Okay. So first shift tan inverse to left side, then make it as tan 2 theta and then apply the formula and simplify.